What's going on, boxing fans? Julian Williams here with The Distance. Got a video for you guys. This is going to be probably my last Floyd Mayweather video before my whole break, but a lot of people are messaging me and asking me about is this Floyd Mayweather versus Victor Ortiz in Cowboys Stadium true? And this is probably due to the fact that I live right by Arlington. I live like a few minutes away, not too long away. So I'm getting asked and bombarded with questions of, is this fight really happening in Cowboy Stadium? To answer that question, I don't know. It's not even here in the area. It's not even in the news, not in the newspapers, not even covered on television. See, in Texas, they're very huge on sports. Sports is a huge deal, especially like football and some basketball. I don't really watch football these days, or basketball, but unless it's the Lakers, they're probably gonna lose in the Mavericks. That's another story. But just overall, sports in general is huge in Texas. Or anything happening in Cowboy Stadium is huge. People don't necessarily care too much about the other place out here, American Airlines Center. People don't care too much. That's why the UFC thing didn't really do too well. Nobody really cared for it because it happened over in the AAC, and nobody necessarily cares about the AAC anymore. So, but Cowboy Stadium is kind of that new thing where everybody wants to have their concerts, and because it generates a lot of money, a lot of sporting events are going on there. We had the Super Bowl back in February, and just overall, it generates a lot of revenue, just for almost any event with a person with name recognition. Floyd Mayweather does have name recognition. I personally believe that if he does fight over at Cowboy Stadium, he's going to do well. And that's as long as you have a very good undercard. I think if you there's another fighter from the Pleasant Grove area where I lived for a part of my life. There's a fighter from the Pleasant Grove area that you could put on the undercard, and people will come out and watch. If you put like a Brian Vera on the card for Cowboy Stadium, then I'm pretty sure that you're gonna get people from that Fort Worth area to come over to Arlington to come see the fight, because Fort Worth is not too far from Arlington. It's about 20 minutes depending on the part of Fort Worth. But just overall, like in general, I haven't heard anything about it. And this is coming from a person that lives right down the street from Arlington and Cowboy Stadium. So, but overall, like a fight in Cowboy Stadium would be great. I personally think that he'll probably do the same. Maybe he'll probably do the same numbers as Manny Pacquiao if they promote the card right. If they put the right people on the undercard. Because, if you put like I said, you put pretty much local fighters on the card. Because the local fighters here are actually having a following now. I believe Robert Marroquin is from that Pleasant Grove, Dallas area. Even though he's a top-ranked fighter, he was able to do he was able to get a lot of cheers, in the area. If you put Luis Yanez lives in the same town as me here in Duncanville. If you put Luis Yanez maybe on the card, then it's gonna do well, because a lot of these guys have pretty good followings. They really do. They have really good, very deep followings, and and that's just the route to go with this matchup. But overall, Victor Ortiz, September 16th. Overall, it's a decent matchup on paper. Something that I do notice with Victor Ortiz is that he does make the same mistakes that he did make against Marcos Maidana June 26th of 2009. And at the time it's going to be 2 years. But he does hold the belt that Floyd Mayweather lost a year prior to that in June 2008. He does hold the belt, and that Mayweather had. Mayweather says he doesn't fight for belts unless it's WBC, and he thinks the WBC belt is the quote-unquote official championship, which is not. Probably one of the most corrupt along with WBA, probably one of the most corrupt out of all the sanctioned bodies. But just overall, Floyd Mayweather versus Victor Ortiz is an intriguing matchup, to say the least. It's an intriguing matchup, but the last card I saw with Golden Boy, the last one I saw was, after it. Well, the last two I saw were just very mediocre. Last two Golden Boy pay-per-view cards I've seen, the Moore versus Mosley and the Juan Diaz versus Marquez too, they were just, to me, I just didn't like those cards. The last one, Morales versus McDonald, was so-so, but just overall, I think Golden Boy is gonna have to put together a very good card here, and I'm sure they will, because when you go to a Dallas Cowboys stadium, then you're gonna put together the best card that you can put together. But as far as we know, this is only a rumor, and I haven't heard anything about it. I'm not sure if anybody else in the area has heard anything about it. So we'll see what happens in the next few weeks. Honestly, to give you my own honest opinion, I don't even think that the fight's been signed. I don't think it's been signed. I really don't think it's been confirmed. And And the thing is, we really won't know until somebody like a Golden Boy, a Victor Ortiz, or Floyd Mayweather comes out and says, "Hey, this is the fight. It's been signed. Um, it's going to be in Cowboy Stadium, Las Vegas, wherever it may be." Personally, I just think the fight's going to happen in Las Vegas. I'm not too sure. So anyway, guys, that was The Distance. Thanks for watching. Peace.